everybody, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We're gonna go ahead and set this bad boy to active. Somebody keeps texting me. It's Kyla. Okie dokie. Back. Notice the Edgewater Student Tunic Canning Facility strictly adheres to the Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Notice: schedule your sick leave with Spacer's Choice foreman and/or supervisor. Be considered towards the other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process lost hours must be compensated. Try to wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit, sickness in the body, reflects sickness in the mind, and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting there. Oh boy, we're at that kind of company.
Grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one, and I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Companions. You gain a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventure and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills can enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. And you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the Inspiration skill. Learn more about companions in the companion ledger. Might as well see if that just happened. Alright, come on.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This about the deserters? What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Where's he at now? Where's the vicar?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
I've already wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
We'll go with better vendor prices. Action vodka class for every class. Get fucked up in space.
Gone quiet.
Got the letter today. Corporate order made to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery. Effective immediately. It's a sham. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center. Selling rubber memorabilia. But scripture tells us all things happen for a reason. Word fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. I don't want these books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. Bartel J to Eldred C, subject of various amendments. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the frontier being open for us, I'm going to policy on the other colleagues and the galaxy and fall pieces of war amongst themselves. The third director wasn't around to regulate trade and some of those needs. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandate of the collection of the Earth and start the head choice on the matter? Jefferson, of course, I never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and spirit upon which humankind truly thrives is is to be found out here among the furthest colonies. I still think you've got it wrong about the history, though. The discovery of the skip drive was not what gave power of the corporations. The high cost of the Great War left the weakened state. Skip drive was simply the extra leverage the directorate needed to return power. to go turn this into the dude. Well, isn't that just a cuddly little buddly?
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want to want that book to keep others from reading it, you just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
At least you still have your mission work here to give you. Why did you think the book held the secrets you were looking for?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bokonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. We're not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Baconu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. Get right out of town, I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Sounds good, let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Companion perks. Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see all the perks. Should probably put points into persuasion. Ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, status effects, and gear to change your companion's gear. First, select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Oh, you can only let them... Okay. Increases the companion's maximum health. Increase the amount of threat. Generate it down. I'll go with engineering. Ooh, range damage. Okay, now set that to active. Eh. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and... Oh, shit, and check chat because I have a viewer and I haven't been looking at chat this entire time. Herp de derp. about that, everybody. Okay, I got chat open. Bad homies. Is a bad retriever.
Okay, keep him quiet. Drop this! Don't mess with us.
Shit, there's a lot. Oh, my lord. Ethology log, Tarot Ray mating habits. Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice Ethologist assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Tarot Ray mating habits. The female Tarot Rays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for the audience of males. If the male likes what he sees, the two often go and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. Don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Geraldo. I'm guessing that's the dead guy there. He got eaten by a wolf. Almost forgot that, Jim Bob. Son of a bitch. God, I hope they didn't hear that. I just wanted that. Oh, I guess I have to be at a workbench. Sure was a perk in this game. Just like, hey, you're sneaking so things don't explode on you. Come disable this mine.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. Need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. On my mind.
We all got problems. I just got shot into space.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Leave you be. Oh, fuck me. Now we got another side quest. Same as that. I would break this down, but here's what we'll do instead. Zoe's journal, page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am, so would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, but I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years fingers, hands, and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving on one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Zoe's journal, page 18. Good news, I'm alive. I'm starting to feel better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passes for food anyways. I laid multiple something created, leave it, told me to drink it twice a day for the symptoms, I suppose. Case atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run on Aetherwave, so I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketeer, What Would I Do Without You? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I can see myself being conjured murderers, a band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits. What will we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans featuring Zoe the Bandit Queen? Zoe's journal, page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands and endlessly grace and talk about the power of private bands and all the first bandits and camps in the hills. Warn themselves about a lighted barrel fires, probably mounted at the heads of their enemies on spikes. This warning to folk like me. Living my life with comfort and ease, free of any rules, I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. It's got me some adrenatime too. Everybody loves adrenatime, even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terror Team. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some risottos. And she went in with the cannibals. Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna find a corpse? Oh my god, there's a lot of you. Alright, hang on. Let's see if I can hitch my way over here and avoid all that, because fuck that. And of course. Ah! Ow. Oh, cool. So it's either the bandits or the fucking behemoth. Too bad I can't lure.
Not a peep from me.
I would, but that's heavy.
I don't know anybody who ever this far.
Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Go faster. Come on. Load the gun. Fuck, come on. Oh shit, I'm out of healing potions. Whoa, shit. Jesus, malarkey Christ.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Zoe, your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I can't imagine you're happy out here. Food's awful, company's worse, and no serial dramas.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. Why do I get the feeling that firefight was supposed to take place over the course of time throughout this entire town, and I got it all to like one corner?
What do you think you're doing?
If 599 bits look the other way.
Nice doing business with you.
Whoever told you I was the good guy? And there's 35, I would have 500 back. Remember, kids, blah blah blah, stealing is bad, blah blah blah, morals, blah blah blah, don't do that. Alright, what's the damage on our stuff? It's probably every fucking weapon. There we go. All nice and fixed up. Can I do the armor yet, or am I still skerdoodled? Yay! I won't die as much. Maybe.
What is it?
Talk Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders they hadn't heard.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. And with that, everybody, it has been about an hour and 3, and we've gotten a couple missions done. I will see you in the next one, and hopefully we'll finally get around to getting the fucking engine part we need. Alright, bye.